When I think about moments that have changed my career, it's usually come from listening to my intuition. And many of you know I wrote a book on intuition. Doesn't mean I always listen to it, which is why I wrote the book. But the times that I have been the most pivotal times in my career. Typically, and I'd love to hear if you've experienced this too. A lot of times when you're working on a career for a while, your job, whatever it might be, you can start to feel when something doesn't feel alive anymore. It starts to feel dead. You're going through the motions. Now, it could be things that you can change in the business. It could be you're not in the right role. It could be the projects that you're working on are not the things that are most uplifting to you. So I always look at how do you change the things in front of you that you can control. And a lot of times we're getting this messaging when something just is not the right fit. It could be the company. It could be the career at large. Maybe there's a different profession that's actually calling me at this stage of my life. And so the key is, how do you start listening to those moments and start paying attention to those signals, especially if they keep repeating over time and time again? I can think of a couple times where I've worked for an organization and I just didn't feel the creative freedom. I felt stifled. I felt like I couldn't really lead and coach and teach the things that I wanted to lead. And I started to feel that. And it started to get obvious that I wasn't as alive, wasn't as inspired. And I think people around me could start to sense that too. And by the way, people around you can sense that also when that starts to happen. So step one, get really honest with yourself. Take stock about, hey, what is it that I'm actually feeling? Is there things that I can shift in my business if I'm not feeling alive? If I do feel like I'm going through the motions, what can I change around me? And is it processorial where I can process those things away? Or is it structural that I'm just not in the right place or the right role or the right company or the right career? And that's where you can start to look at those deeper questions so that you do find that alignment that's waiting for you.